Hi everyone, it's Ayesha here from God FM, and today I want to talk about the theft of your body and mind and soul that is being put in place, and in a lot of cases already happens to a lot of people across the world. How? And am I crazy? No, I'm not. Okay, so they've changed all the communications around from the exchange over to the wireless communication, and they've changed all the lights as well. The lights are also Wi-Fi, and they are frequency generators. You're made of liquid, and your brain is a computer. When you want to wipe a computer and reinstall the software, you burn it onto an image or onto a USB, actually, as well. But you can also do this wirelessly through Bluetooth and through Wi-Fi. But your brain is also a computer. So if they put stuff in the water and in the food and they're spraying you like bugs, and they've modified all the lights to be lasers, and they've also got sound waves, and this is microwave technology that no one will admit to. No one will admit that they're spraying us. No one will admit that they're putting nano in the water and in the food. No one will admit that they're trafficking and sacrificing and drinking children's blood. They won't admit what they're doing. They're taking body parts from living people. There's no graveyards. This is like a giant farm. This earth, it's an evil place. It's evil as far as I'm concerned. I wish I was never born. And I really just have no idea why we're put here to be farmed like this. But we are. We're being farmed. The World Economic Forum and the New World Order and the WHO have basically told us that to have intelligence, you'll be buying it, because they're going to take your mind. They're going to wipe it. They're going to reinstall your mind. They're going to take your dreams. They're going to take your capacity for you to think for yourself through your phone, which is a magic mirror, and through the Wi-Fi, and through the lights, and through the Bluetooth. Anyone who's had their vaccine has got a Bluetooth address. They've got their own IP address. So when you connect to your Wi-Fi, you've got an IP address that you're connecting through. But people have got IP addresses as well now. Your phone is also giving off its own IP address, which is unique to each phone. Your IP address for each computer is unique to each computer. Your brain, is also its own computer, got its own brain, own little IP address. So when they tell you that they will be charging people to have babies, to have intelligence, and they're going to literally overprice food so that we cannot afford to eat. They're going to poison the water and poison the food and poison the air. And they're going to rob us of our consciousness, our minds, and our souls, as well as our bodies. They clone anybody they want to replace, and they steal their mind through what I'm going through, which is gang stalking, targeted individuals, where you get home invasions, you get hacked, you get stalked, you get followed. Everything about you is public knowledge. They go around pretending to be you. They have copies of you going around. They follow you. They harass you. They do everything to discredit your reputation, your ability to conduct your life, to get a good night's sleep, to have any friends, to communicate, to be able to open an email, to be able to have a phone, to be able to have an email, to have a telephone number, because they spoof your Wi-Fi, spoof your telephone network. When you're phoning out, you're not really phoning out. You're phoning the child-eating, blood-drinking psychopaths who want to rob you of your mind and your soul. And they've already replaced you. They've put you in the metaverse, a copy of you. I don't think you realize how serious what is happening. But I'm here to warn you, because I'm putting all the pieces together. I've seen the cows being tortured by this wireless electricity that we're now using. Telephones used to be on the exchange and now it's all wireless. You got 5G towers and all of those communication devices, which are military-grade weapons. And we're all being locked into cities. And people's eyes are popping and bleeding. And eyes are popping out. People are dying from this meningitis, which is actually this technology which cooks your brain. And if you cook your brain, your eyes will pop out and they'll bleed. People are so stupid they won't wake up. But if you're listening to me, you need to take action. If you're a targeted individual, you need to tell everybody what is happening. Those people that are there in the world, and they're going, oh, it doesn't matter. I don't really care if they follow me and if they stalk me and they listen to all my calls. And they don't mind if their brain's stolen. Their mind and their consciousness is stolen. They don't really care. But I care. And I don't want my mind and consciousness stolen. I don't want to be raped. I don't want my home invaded every day when I go out. I don't want to be stalked and followed. I don't want every conversation I have to be listened to. I don't want to have to go through child-eating, blood-drinking psychopaths to talk to somebody in the outside world and actually get through to people who are skinning little children in their kitchens and have dismembered body parts all around their fucking houses. Make no mistake, the people who are doing this to me are child-eating, blood-drinking psychopaths. They are dangerous, and because there is no one to enforce the law, no one will stop them, and the gloves are off. This is a trafficking operation that is now in the open, right out in the open on the surface of the earth. Normally, this happens inside the earth in the deep, underground military bases where millions of children and people disappear and go. Plus, we've got all the world leaders who are inverted and they're all fallen angels. And they do soul sculpting and steal people's souls and bodies of anyone who wants to be famous. Okay, and all of the people on the television are inverted. The males are females and the females are males. All our world leaders are the same. And now everything's about transgenders running everything. It's all a spelling mistake because God is the word. And these people are a spelling mistake. They do spells and witchcraft, and they can move themselves from place to place through magic mirrors, guilt mirrors, TVs, phones, computers. They don't need to come through your front door. Anywhere in the world, they can transport themselves through the guilt mirrors, the TVs, the computers, and the phones. Yeah, all of them are portals for time, space, and matter. The spiritual world is now coming in and out of the physical world. The abyss has been opened. Okay, and you need to wake up because demonic entities are people without bodies. And they want a body. And if you have sinned, then you're separated from God. So you need to make sure that you're following God, even if you get things wrong. Nobody's perfect. I say to God, please help me, I wish I was never born. I don't know why I was put here. To be terrorized, to have my whole life invaded. Since birth. The ringing in the ears is the nano, as it is, it's a type of combustion, and it's an activation, right? So when you cook something in the microwave, you can't see it's cooking. It's cooking on the inside out. Microwave is a box with some magnets and a light, and then it has a transformery type of box as well. That's all it is. With all the technology that's around us, we've got microwave technology operating outside of a box. And this is being used as laser weapons, combined with the nano in the air and the water. It's changing people. People's souls have been taken, and they've been replaced. Their consciousnesses have also been stolen. You've all heard about Andriana Grande, whatever her name is, who went to a Happy Days memory wipe clinic. Right, you need to know that this can happen with anyone, but it doesn't need for you to go to a memory wipe clinic. They can do it remotely through the lights. You need to understand the technology that they're using and the power that they have at the fingertips. They've handed everything over to AI. We're all going to be out of jobs soon. We're going to have robots. It is like a horror film. And we need to do something to stop this technology. It's that simple. Right? So, break the mirrors and go back to the 80s. Don't use your phone. Take out your SIM cards. And just use your phone to use the Wi-Fi. And switch off the Wi-Fi when you're not using it. You need to understand that phone calls are made now through Wi-Fi, which are lights. Lights are emitting sound. You can cook someone's brain with sound. You can clean jewelry with sound. And then we've also got the wireless electricity. And I know from what I've witnessed with my neighbor's window, they had little blue things in the window frame, which was to support a structure that must have been embedded against the window, like a magnifying glass with a laser weapon, pointed at my house. This is technology that no one seems to know about or want to talk about, but it's being used against me and other targeted individuals. And it's happening fast. Okay? It really is. This nano is constructing inside people's bodies. And also, they've got nano insects that are biting people. Backache, neckache, being overweight. All of this is unnatural. The devil eats the soil when you're dead. Because you become so ill, soil, that you're in the soil. Right. So, you shouldn't get so ill when you worship Christ because you're alive. And you're eternal. Your body should live forever. Basically, the only reason it doesn't is because of all the big trees that were cut down. So before, with Noah, they lived 1,000 years. Then they cut all the big trees down, and then they started living 100 years. Now the guys who run the world have cut down even more of the trees. And they're using all the trees to make bags for McDonald's. Goodness knows what we're eating. There's no graveyards. This is like a horror film. It is horrible. You need to wake up, because with the technology they've got, they vibrate your bed just like when you're wiping a computer or burning a DVD or a CD or an image, because we're made in an image of God, and the image of the beast is burnt into your brain. Just like in a computer. This is the way I understand it. And this is wireless. So if this stuff's inside you, it's creating circuit boards, it's blocking your veins, it'll cause heart failure, it'll cause strokes, it'll cause Alzheimer's. This is actually going back quite some time. People have been affected by it. But only recently with the 5G are you really going to see the effects of it at full throttle, if you like. The accelerator's down, the hood is down, and the music's full blast, and it's devil. This is the devil running this world, and you need to hold on to your soul, and you need to hold on to your mind. Okay, so burning an image into you is done through your phone mainly by people sending images to WhatsApp. Okay. And in the back of the image is encoded the instructions. This will track you, follow you, monitor your heartbeat, monitor your brain waves, take your thoughts, remove your thoughts, replace your thoughts, wipe your mind, and steal your soul. Through your phone, through an image that somebody who's getting a voucher, they're getting a little voucher to gang stalk you, to befriend you, to send you an image so they can steal your consciousness and your soul through your phone. Okay. Or a Spotify link. Or a YouTube link. Because they want your soul. Okay. So you need to understand that they don't need a gun to kill you and take your soul. They just need to send an image through WhatsApp. This is how serious it is. Okay? And once they've got that into your phone is now got instructions. Your phone is now a monitor, like a computer monitor, and a doorway, an image that is controlled by the enemies who want to take your soul and take your mind and replace you. So what can you do? WhatsApp is a problem, but if you have to use it, you're going to have to keep wiping it. If you've got a phone, you're going to have 2 or 3 and wipe them regularly. Sorry, it's the only way. There's no protection on devices. Technology is very advanced. Maps, everything is tracking you, Bluetooth, following you, geolocation. Now, the reason they want to geolocate everything about you is so that they can triangulate the lights to take your mind. To take your mind and your soul. Yeah. I'm not making it up. This is true. So, it's happening to the targeted individuals already. Maybe because we are not conforming in some way and they can't take us over. So they're having to work harder to do it. I don't know. Maybe it's because we're the children of God and so God is protecting us. I don't know. But I wish I was never born. I hate this place. It's fucking evil. As you know, I do the Daily Light and the Daily Thought of Truth. Don't really want to do it. I have a car with God FM on it. I don't want to drive it. There's nothing for me to live for. I don't have anything to live for. I'm not excited to be here. I don't wake up with a smile on my face. Every day is a day of dread. Every day. Every single day. I wish I was never born. Every day I think about killing myself. Every single day. 3, 5, 10, 20 times. How do I kill myself? Shall I kill myself today? All right? Only because I know what I know. And I don't see the point in being here. But for whatever reason I'm here. I'm here. And if I've got to be tortured every day, and I've got to be hacked and stalked and followed and raped and have home invasions and be gassed every day and have poison put in my food and water and stuff put in the drains, then this is what I'm going to have to go through. Because I'm a witness to the world and what it is. And if you're a targeted individual, you need to talk about what's happening to you. Because this is going to happen at a much larger scale. When people's minds will literally be snatched from them. I think it's being done on a gradual basis. Bits are slowly replaced. And then finally the soul is not there anymore. I think if you've got too much of this nano inside you, your soul will depart anyway. So that's why they, poisoning all the targeted individuals and gassing them, and then pointing the laser lights at them, shaking the bed, and then obviously we've got the ringing as well, which is because your brain lets off a certain vibration and sound, which is a natural tune that it has, which it uses to relax and recalibrate. But if you've got a constant ringing going on, then your brain can't relax. And this also is part of your security. And this means they can take over, clone your mind, steal your mind, and take your soul and put you in the metaverse. That's why it's Facebook, Meta. That's why it's WhatsApp, Meta, the world of the dead. So, tell everyone, please, anything I post, or I get problems now with the child-eating, blood-drinking psychopaths who run all the social media and have dismembered body parts all around their houses, and they get deformations and their heads start jerking up and down, back and front, because they're eating too many fucking people, and they got kuru, because they're people eaters. These are the people running everything. And then I get told that I've violated the community guidelines. Also, in England now, you're getting arrested and, all sorts of problems if you post anything on social media. So anybody who's a targeted individual can't talk about these things. So if you talk about it, you try and get help from the police, they'll put you in a mental hospital and take your organs. Literally. And if you try and talk about it on social media, you'll be shadow banned and you'll be done for violating community guidelines, and then the police will turn up. And they'll turn everyone against you that you know and love, and all your neighbors will be hired and they'll be given gift cards to participate in the annihilation of your life so they can steal your soul and your mind. All right, so this is what we got, and this is what we're dealing with. Then we've got all the invasion of the countries as well with the foreigners. And then we've got all the weirdos running the world who are fallen angels. It's not looking very good, But if you could tell everyone you can about what's happening, I'd be grateful. Because we need to do something. Warn everyone. If your bed's shaking, then turn off all the electrics until you get this thing off. Don't sleep in the bed if it's shaking. You don't want your mind taken. Or your soul. The washing machine is the other one. And this is a portal type of device that they're using through sound, vibration, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, wireless electricity. And it's damn fucking serious. Alright? Okay. It's Ayesha from God FM, and if you want to find me, you can find me on Podbean, Spotify, Amazon, Samsung, Chrome, YouTube, Apple, X, as well as TikTok and Telegram as God FM News, God FM New, God FM Radio, and God FM Group. You can email me admin@godfm.org.uk, and you can WhatsApp me +44 777 35 77788. At this rate, I don't know how long I'll be online with everything. Because I'm going to have to take some action, because I don't like what I know. But it's like really hard to round anyone up. It's like trying to round up chickens without heads. It's impossible. Okay. Have a good day. Take care. God bless you.